Right now, I want to welcome to the program the president of the National Rifle Association, Mr. Jim Porter, is with us. Jim, how are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great, Cam. I'm walking about 3 feet off the ground right now after we had that announcement yesterday of Remington coming to my home state of Alabama. We're just very excited. We're excited for Remington, and we're certainly excited for the state.
Absolutely. Look, I mean, this is a big news here. Huntsville, Alabama. I mean, Remington's going into what used to be the Chrysler plant, Jim. They're talking more than 2,000 employees
Right, and they're
going to,
they had a unique situation of having a superstructure there that practically brand new, and they'll be going into that, and it'll take them probably about 15 to 18 months to fit it all out and get ready for production. But Huntsville, remember, is the home of the Space Flight Center. They put a man on the moon, and certainly have a very capable workforce there and that was one of the reasons that Remington picked Huntsville in the state of Alabama, was its very qualified workforce.
No, absolutely, and you know, it seems like the not just the city of Huntsville and was it Madison County? Is that right, Jim?
Madison County, Limestone County, which is next door, the city of Madison, all of the surrounding areas, the state of Alabama, the state, county, and local governments all worked extremely well together to bring this wonderful business to the state of Alabama. You know, Remington is one of the oldest industries in the continuously operating industries in the United States for close to 200 years, and it's certainly the oldest firearms manufacturer in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Has a great reputation, makes wonderful products, and you know, they were very impressed with my state's pro-business environment, but even more so, my state of Alabama is probably the most pro-gun state in the country. A huge support for the Second Amendment, huge support for the military. Hunting and conservation are a huge industry in this state. I mean, it's just a perfect match of industry and state and local groups.
You know, and again, it seemed like the competition to get Remington, Jim, was really fierce. I mean, 24 states.
It was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely huge. And, of course, Texas put forward its best foot forward, Tennessee, a number of other states. But one of the real points that George Kaladites, who's the CEO of Remington, put forward was the pro-gun environment and our conservative values that we have in this state. And remember, the motto of the state of Alabama is "We dare to defend our rights," and that resonated with them.
Yeah, absolutely. They said, you know, that was one of the reasons they knew that Alabama was going to be a good fit with that as the state motto. Jim, let me ask you, as president of the National Rifle Association, I don't want to, ask you to reveal any confidences or anything like that, but we've now seen Beretta move to Tennessee or expand into Tennessee. We've seen Remington expand into Alabama. Do you think that we'll see other companies expand, maybe not necessarily move, but at least expand into states that aren't going to attack them as business entities?
Well, it just makes good business sense for these any company that has a workforce, particularly a skilled workforce. It just makes sense. The environment is pro-business. They do everything in the world they can to help you, and certainly you're not going to see any laws passed like New York SAFE Act, that would outlaw the very products that you're making.
Absolutely. And it's interesting to see Governor Cuomo, his office yesterday in New York. Well, we're not losing any jobs. We'll make very clear, people understand we're not losing any jobs from the Ilion plant. But as we talked with Jim Shepard, who was at the press conference yesterday, he said he heard people saying that R&D is going to be moving down to Huntsville, that there are going to be people who are going to get a relocation offer from Ilion. And it seems pretty clear that, look, if when you're looking at the future for Remington, you're going to be looking at Huntsville, Alabama, as the places where you've got that good relationship, as opposed to New York State, where you got a governor and lawmakers who are trying to kick you out the door.
Well, and you just hit on a point. The future of these companies, and particularly Remington, is in Alabama. As I alluded to before, the Huntsville area, well known for its space and rocket expertise, again, responsible for putting Americans on the moon. That's the future. This is where the cutting edge new products that are developed are going to be developed and are going to be made. And again, we're looking at the future, and I would say, with Mr. Como, he represents somewhat of a tawdry past.
Well, listen, Jim, again, I think this is great news for the state of Alabama. It's great news for Huntsville. I think it's great news for Remington, too. And I think it should be maybe these governors, maybe these lawmakers, maybe they don't care about these jobs going away. Maybe they're okay with running industries out of their state. But they I think, have been put on notice that there are plenty of other states out there who are happy to find a home for these manufacturers.
You betcha, and maybe they'll come to understand when their constituencies start expressing their displeasure of losing their businesses at the ballot box. We hope that sends a very strong message. But being from Alabama, being the president of the National Rifle Association, the 90,000 members in Alabama are just thrilled, and the many hundreds of thousands of people who hunt and enjoy the out of doors. It's just an absolute perfect match for my state, and I'm very proud I'm a proud Alabamian today.
Well, listen, Jim, again, I thank you so much for coming on the program. It's good talking to you, and I hope we can talk to you again very soon.
You bet, Cam. And again, thank you so much for what you do.
All right. Thank you, sir. NRA President Jim Porter